now. If you're one of those who's troubled by multiple call drops, there could be some good news soon. The Parliamentary Standing Committee has submitted its report and recommended that telecom companies should be brought under the Consumer Protection Act. Among several other recommendations, the committee also suggested that the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India be empowered to levy fines on service providers who do not conform to standards of service. The committee has pointed out that call drops are the worst during busy hours when the most calls are handled, and the most important recommendation is that the telecom regulator should be empowered to levy fines on telecom operators for the numerous and unending call drops that consumers experience.
Consumers are suffering, and the agencies and the companies are getting benefited day by day. This step of the companies of call dropping is earning enormous money for them, and government is totally ignoring the interest of the consumers.
कॉल ड्रॉप जानबूझ के जो ऑपरेटर्स हैं उनके द्वारा किया जा रहा है, ताकि बात हो रही है, कॉल ड्रॉप होगी, दोबारा मिलाएंगे तो दूसरी कॉल जुड़ेगी, तो इस तरह से ये अवैध धंधा चल रहा है। और TRAI को इस बारे में गंभीरता से लेना चाहिए और इनके ऊपर अंकुश लगना चाहिए। जो भी व्यवस्था करें, जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी लेके आए, वो नेटवर्क अवेलेबल होना चाहिए।
Now Supreme Court has also recognized this fact that the mobile towers are health hazards because they release excess radiation. Government in an affidavit has also accepted that out of 3 lakhs mobile towers, after inspection they found that 250 towers were releasing excess radiation. So what I am demanding that now the survey should be conducted on all 13 lakhs or 14 lakhs towers.
Colleague Vijay Lakshmi joins us with more on that story. Vijay Lakshmi, these are recommendations that consumers will welcome, given how much of a headache these call drops have become. But the question is, will this just remain a recommendation, or is there a real possibility of this becoming a reality?
Well, that really remains to be seen. Since it's a standing committee, report, then this will be tabled on the floor of the parliament as well. There are certain recommendations that have been made by this, panel of parliamentarians, wherein certain recommendations have been made and wherein certain observations have been also made vis-a-vis the telecom services that are being provided to consumers in this country. One of the observation is that to improve the quality of service, the TRAI should also be given certain rights. They should also be able to levy fines, because TRAI is the only agency that is, that really needs to ensure that quality of services of all these, telecom providers is up to the mark. So, there are several recommendations that have been made by this parliamentary panel, but let's see whether this will all be, translated into reality, whether this will get approval, whether this will get approved on the floor of the House as well. So let's see and wait what happens to this particular committee's report in future. Back to you.
All right. Thanks very much, Vijay Lakshmi, for joining us with those details. We're also taking our viewers' calls on this story. Call us on that number that's flashing on your screen currently. Share your views with us. Do you think it is time that we made a push for our call drop rights? Is it time this was brought under the Consumer Protection Act, because that's the recommendation of this parliamentary committee, which says that the consumers have had enough. It is time we held telecom companies accountable, and that at the very least a heavy fine should be imposed on them. Call us on that number and share your views with us. We're trying to get more reactions on that story, but that really is our big focus at this point. This is another NewsX exclusive where a parliamentary panel has recommended in its report that has been submitted to the Telecom Ministry, which says that it's about time the telecom companies were made to pay for the huge number of call drops that consumers experience every single day, causing them a huge amount of inconvenience. All right, we'll get you more reactions on that a little later on the show, but for now, let's